Morning, everyone.
Good
Morning.
morning.
How are you feeling today?
Alhamdulillah,
Okay,
fine.
fine.
You guys have your
Feeling
breakfast
great.
yet?
Fine.
Yes,
Yes.
Yep.
yes.
Good, good. So, how are you guys doing regardless of the pandemic intervening with our life? How are you guys holding
Stay
up?
at home.
Morning.
Stay at
Fine.
home.
Okay.
Good.
Not feeling too good, but it's
Good.
okay lah.
Okay.
Keep on eating.
Stop laughing.
Okay. Okay. Before meeting, I have a serious question.
What is it?
What is it? What is it?
Why did why did the mushroom go to the party?
Don't know. I don't know.
You
Don't
guys know the
know.
answer?
Don't know.
Don't know.
Because
What is
he
it? What
was
is
a
it?
fun guy.
Oh.
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 Okay, I
Ah,
get it.
Stop everyone.
It's it.
Okay, okay, that's enough.
ah, ah.
Let's get started. Assalamualaikum and good morning, everyone. Thank you for attending this meeting. Before we getting started, Miss Secretary, is there any apologies for absent?
Yes, Mr. Chairperson. Mr. Haikal cannot attend the meeting due to health issues.
Alright, thank you, Miss Secretary. Let's get started so we can finish by time. I would like to welcome all board members to our second meeting of English Festival. Before we proceed, I will brief about our agenda for this meeting. There are 5 agenda. The first one will be the budget presentation by Ms. Azra. Second will be the food catering by Mr. Aiman. Thirdly, we will brief about souvenir and prizes by Mr. Irfan. Fourth will be program activity presented by Ms. Izzah. And our last agenda will be publicity presented by Ms. Akina. Before we start our meeting, is there any correction from previous minutes meeting?
Thank you.
Miss
Ifah, okay tak
Secretary?
tu Ifah?
No?
Is Mr. Secretary
Ifah
missing here?
okay?
Miss Secretary?
Is Mr. Secretary missing in action or what?
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Hello? I'm sorry for the inconvenience. My network is reconnecting. Yes, Mr. Chairperson. Currently, I have one correction regarding the food catering order. On the last meeting, we decided to have 100 set of food, but unfortunately, in the last meeting, I stated only 60 set of food.
Or is that so? All members should correct the food catering order in the previous minute meeting. It should be 100 set of food.
Confirm the previous minutes of meeting.
Alright, thank you. Any second?
I is the Hazwani second previous meeting.
Alright, thank you. There will be 5 minutes allocate for each item, otherwise we never get through. So let's us make sure we finish by 11 a.m. Okay, is there any matter arising?
Yes, Mr. Chairperson. First of all, I want to bring up all the arising matters after our first meeting. Firstly, UniKL RCMP and UniKL MSI has withdrawn from our festival. So I suggest we add one more participant from each UniKL to join the Explorers competition.
Is other members of the floor agreed with the suggestion?
Yes, I agree with the suggestion.
I also agree with the suggestion.
Alright, so Miss Secretary will email to inform them tomorrow and we will be discuss this matter in the next meeting.
Okay, Mr. Chairperson.
Thanks, Miss Iza. Let us start the first agenda. I will pass to the person in charge for the budget presentation, Miss Azra.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairperson. Assalamualaikum, everyone. My name is Miss Azra Juliana from the Treasury Department. From my previous presentation, I already calculate that expected fund for the students' activity is RM 400 ringgit, and we successfully received from SDCL department. However, we got some problem here, which is our estimate budget is RM 3,639 ringgit 60 cent, but we only get sponsorship for 2,000 ringgit out of 3,400 ringgit. What I want to say here is we short about RM 1,400, which is will affect our event.
So, what is your solution for this matter, Miss Azra?
Members of the meeting, due to this issue, I suggest that we change our sponsor from the Pelangi to the Popular Bookstore. I already contact with the representative from the Popular Bookstore, and he agreed to reserve and he agreed to sponsor our event with one condition. They want us to reserve a slot for them to give a talk. They want us. Hence, I am pretty sure that we can get a lot of positive feedback through this idea, and inshallah, we can make our English festival to be much more fascinating and outstanding than the previous year.
Sorry for interrupting you, Ms. Sarah. I think sponsorship from popular bookstore for this event will give us positive impact. Our participants, especially the UniKL MESTECH students, can use this opportunity to learn more and gain more knowledge, and also benefit from popular bookstore.
Alright, so we all agree with the idea. So, Miss Azra, can you continue your presentation?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairperson. From the program's budget, I have calculated and made a survey for the price, which is the expenses for the decoration such as bunting, banner, and the exhibition materials, is about RM 1,281 ringgit. Next, the expenses for the activities and the games is about RM 283 ringgit and 30 cents. Then, next for the expenses beverage, the total is RM 1,412 ringgit. So while for the prizes and the gift is RM 720 ringgit. Addition for the expenses for the miscellaneous is RM 100 ringgit and 50 cent. So the total budget is around 3,639 ringgit and 60 cent. That is all my presentation about the budget.
Okay, thank you, Miss Azra, for your presentation. Next, we will
Welcome.
move on to Mr. Aiman to present his agenda about food and beverage.
Thank you, Mr. Chairperson. Assalamualaikum and good morning, everyone. My name is Aiman Fitri from Sub-Exco Promotion and Food Beverage. So today, I will discuss about the food catering for VIP and participants. We will change our catering from Hafiz Catering to the Tasty Touch Catering Central, which is also as 5-star catering. This is because Hafiz Catering is currently facing a problem related to one of their staff is suspected of COVID-19 from their previous event, and they are now under quarantine. Tasty Touch Catering can also provide cheaper price than Hafiz Catering. If we do not avoid this problem, the society will ban our event.
Sorry for interrupt you, Mr. Aiman. As far as I know, the news about Hafiz catering is just a rumor. And throughout this year, UniKL MESTECH had built a strong connection with the Hafiz catering. So how could you destroy our connection with the Hafiz catering just for a rumor?
Thanks, Miss Azhar, for your concern. For your information, I just confirmed the rumor with the Kementerian Kesihatan. So, is our connection with Hafiz Catering is more important than the student health?
Okay. Alright, member of the floor. Okay, so we all now agree to change our food catering to Tasty Touch Catering because of the problem arise with Hafiz Catering. Okay, let's hear our next agenda from Mr. Ilfan.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Izatif, as our chairperson for the meeting. My name is Cik Irfan from Protocol Department. So for the prizes and souvenir, as have been decided from our previous meeting, we decide to give the prize to the top 4 winner, while the other teams will be given the consolation prizes. For the first place, there will be a 150 ringgit hamper. Meanwhile, for the second and third prize will be 90 and 70 ringgit hampers. And for the others, the price is 30 ringgit hamper.
Sorry for interrupting, Mr. Irfan. I would like to know about the judges. So, who will be the judges?
Okay, for the judges, there will be two judges for this event, which are the UniKL lecturer, our UniKL MESTECH lecturer. They are Madam Nurhuda and Miss Diana.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ilfan. So, how about a souvenir for VIP and sponsorship?
Okay, for VIP and the sponsorship team, we will give them the glass plug as the souvenir. The cost for this are 50 ringgit for each plug and 330 ringgit for the hampers. All of them will be ordered at Kedai Trophy Medal Kajang.
Alright, thank you, Mr. Ilfan. Now, let me proceed our meeting with Miss Izzah, our beloved program coordinator.
Okay, thank you, our beloved Mr. Chairperson. I am a program coordinator who has been assigned to arrange the tentative. As all of us agree, this festival will be held in MESTECH. All of you can refer to the tentative that I sent through email. Uh, we will start by registration from 9 a.m. until 9:30 a.m. Next, students will doing activities from 9:30 a.m. until 12:30 p.m. Then they will be taking a break for lunch and prayer for Muslims. For the last English activity at 2 p.m., students will play and explore for 2 hours maximum. And then students will have their free time to rest or eat before closing ceremony and prize giving session. And that is the end of the event.
Okay. Is member of the floor agree with the program tentative?
Anyone want to give any opinion?
Yes.
Miss Iza, I would like to give opinion about the tentative. How about we run all the competition at the same time? Because according to the previous meeting, we plan to run our competitions at different times.
Yes, Miss Izzah, I would love to know if we can run all the competition at the same time. It is because when we run competition at a different time, we might delay our event until 7 p.m. Although we expect our event will end at 5 p.m.
Okay, members of the floor, I will change our tentative from doing separate competition to run it at the same time. Thanks for your concern.
Alright. Member of the floor, so we all now agree with it. Then we can go to our last agenda from Miss Akina.
Thank you, Mr. Chairperson, and Assalamualaikum everyone. I'm Asina Safira from Exco Promotion. Firstly, for publicity, our section already created an Instagram account. Okay. The main purpose is to create an Instagram account because we can browse any information regarding our English week, and also we can forward our event to the public. Our Instagram account will be used for 1 minute students mark competition. This is 30% of the marks come from the lectures. Okay, next, the poster also will be posted on the notice board around our UniKL MESTECH and the other UniKL that join our event. We will give them in PDF format to other UniKL to promote our event. And it is also can reduce our budget.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Miss Akina. How can we get their registration form and how we collect their feedback for this event?
For the registration form and the feedback, I will create an Google form of each faculty to them to fill up for registration letter, and also a Google form for event feedback after we finish this event. I will contact their student leader to get the information of students for box marks.
I'm sorry for interrupting you, Asina, but I'm curious about the mark. As you said before, the 50% of the mark come from the followers. How about the 70% of marks? It will be given by the judges.
Okay, the 70% of the marks will be given from the judges.
All right, thank you, Miss Asina.
Okay, thank you, Miss Akina. So now we will reach the end of our meeting. Let me summarize our meeting for today. Firstly, UniKL RCMP and UniKL MSI withdrawal from this event, and we will increase the one participant from each UniKL. Secondly, our sponsor will be replaced by Popular Bookstore. Thirdly, we will change Hafiz Catering to Tasty Touch Catering. Lastly, we run all the competition at the same time. Is there any other business that member of the floor will need to add?
I would like to inform about our event poster. Could we change our main poster color into our college theme color, which is yellow and light blue?
Yes, I agree with you, Miss Alia, because it will symbolize our identity and also make the poster more alive.
Okay, Miss Alia, any other business?
I also want to add, Mr. Chairperson, please be aware that there will be a briefing during English Festival later to all participants and club members.
Right, Miss Alia, is that all?
I think that's all from now, Mr. Jefferson.
Okay, thank you, Miss Secretary. It looks like we have covered the main item. So our next meeting will be on Tuesday, 5 November via Microsoft Teams. Before we end this meeting, let's look at some feedback on your performance. I'm going to give you a bit of criticism sandwiched between two meaningless pieces of praise to make it seem like I have a good communication skill. Okay, members. I declare our second meeting is adjourned. Thank you, members, for attending the meeting and have a nice day.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
everyone.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Thank you.
Jefferson. Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
Chairperson.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.